Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to InfoPack. Here we are learning problem solving steps. In previous lecture we have learned defining a problem, understanding a problem. And in this lecture we are going to learn planning a solution, defining candidate solution, selecting the best one. So let's discuss all these one by one. First is planning a solution. What does it mean by planning a solution? Planning a solution means a method or procedures that you are going to follow to solve a problem. This phase includes finding the right strategies for problem solving. Some few strategies are as follows. First one is divide and conquer. Second one is guess, check, improve, act it out. And fourth one is prototype. So these are basically 4 strategies of planning a solution. So let's discuss them one by one. What is divide and conquer strategy or rule? Divide and conquer means that to divide a big problem into smaller units and then solve them one by one or one at a time. For example, counting basket of coins. You have a basket full of coins. Apply divide and conquer rule on this basket. Divide them into small buckets and give them to individuals to count. Right? मीन्स हमारे पास एक बास्केट है फुल ऑफ कॉइन्स है. हमने क्या करना है, उन कॉइन्स को काउंट करना है. अगर सिंगल पर्सन काउंट करेगा तो बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम लगेगा, बट टाइम को सेव करने के लिए और प्रॉब्लम का सलूशन जल्दी फाइंड करने के लिए हमने क्या किया, हमने उसकी 3 बकेट्स बनाई और इंडिविजुअल्स को दे दी. जब इंडिविजुअल्स ने काउंट किया तो हमने उनसे सलूशन ले लिया और फिर उस सलूशन को ऐड करके हमने फाइनल सलूशन फाइंड आउट किया. तो बेसिकली दिस मीन्स डिवाइड एंड कंकर रूल, राइट? So divide and conquer rule is also called top-down design. Let's discuss another example. You are going to make or design a basic calculator. In basic calculator, you have functions like divide, multiplication, subtraction. There are more functions also like del and this one, but our main focus is on these 4 operations, right? So first of all, we will design one at a time. For example, we will design a program for division, multiplication, after this addition, and after this subtraction. And after making these 4 modules, we will combine all these modules and we can get a basic calculator. So second strategy is guess, check, and improve. What it means by guess, check, and improve? Guess means you are going to make guess of your problem or solution, right? If guess is right, then it's okay, let it go. But if guess is not right, then you have to check it and refine it again. So check the correctness of solution, and not according to expectations, then you are going to refine it again. मीन आपका guess ठीक नहीं है तो आपने क्या करना है, you have to refine it again. आपको उसको दोबारा से गेस करना है, दोबारा से उसको चेक करना है और दोबारा से प्रॉब्लम का सलूशन निकाल. लेट्स लुक एन एग्जांपल. आई एम अ 2-digit नंबर. आई हैव 3 इन द वंस प्लेस. आई एम ग्रेटर देन 45 बट लेस देन 63. व्हाट नंबर एम आई? नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू अप्लाई गेस, चेक एंड इम्प्रूव स्ट्रेटजी ऑन दिस एग्जांपल. So first guess is I am 2-digit number, and second is I have 3 in the ones place. So put 3 here, ones place. I am greater than 45 but less than 63. So what number am I? Let's make a guess. 45, 63. So we are going to put here 4, right? Now check it. We have make a guess. हमने गैस कर लिया और अब हम क्या करेंगे, चेक करेंगे कि हमारा गैस जो है वो ठीक है या नहीं है, राइट? सो हियर गैस इज 4 एंड चेक इट. फर्स्ट is I am a 2-digit number. Yes, this is 2-digit number. I have 3 in the ones place. Yes. I'm greater than 45. No, this is less than 45. So our guess is wrong and we have to improve our guess, right? So let's make another guess. Another guess is 6. Now check it. 2-digit number. Yes, right. 3 in ones place. Right. Greater than 45. Right. Is this less than 63? No, this is equal to 63. So our guess is wrong and we will improve it again. So next guess is 53. Two-digit number, yes, condition meets. 3 in ones place, yes. Greater than 45, yes. Less than 63, yes. So what number am I? I'm 53. So this is an example of guess, check and improve. Let's discuss another example. In 9th class, there are 24 students and there are 6 more girls than boys. How many boys and girls are there? So there are 24 students and we have to make guess. Suppose that there are 12 boys. Now we have make a guess. If 12 boys, then plus 6 are girls, that is 18. And now check, total students are 30. Check our guess is right or not. No, our guess is wrong because there are total 24 students. So this is little bit high. Now select another guess that should be less than 12. So let's make another guess that is 10. So lowering the number of boys to 10 would means there are 16 girls, right? 10 plus 6 is equal to 16, which gives our class total of 26 students, right? So this is still just a little bit too high, right? Now we have to revise it again. So make another guess that is 9. So 9 plus 6 is equal to 15 and totals are 24. Now our guess is correct. So there are 9 boys and 15 girls in the class. Our next strategy is act it out, right? Act it out means to do a list. In this strategy, the designer defines the list of to-do tasks he or she have to perform later. Means आपने एक लिस्ट बना ली कि आपने ये काम करने हैं और फिर उनको आपने क्या करना है, you have to mark them कि आपका ये काम हो गया और ये रह गया, ये हुआ, ये नहीं हुआ. Let's look an example of to-do list. When you come to school, then you have to perform these all activities. After completing one activity, then you will mark here and up to so on. And next example is about the tasks. Task 1, 2, 3, 4. When first task is complete, then you will mark it. आपने क्या किया? You have to divide your problem in different tasks. Task 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to so on. और आप इनको क्या करोगे? One by one चेक करते जाओगे कि मैंने ये टास्क परफॉर्म कर लिए. And third example is about the project task. When it will start, due date, and when complete, and what is the status of this particular project, right? So these are basically examples of to-do list. So the fourth strategy of planning a solution is prototype. Prototype means that you have to draw a picture, right? So the definition of prototype is a first or preliminary version of a device, or you can say a vehicle from which other forms are developed. For example, a device may be mobile or car. And second example is a prototype is an early sample, model or release of a product built to test a concept or process. So this is a pictorial representation of the problem. It may be in simulation form, in paper form or in video, etc. But why we have to use prototype? Because prototype is generally used to evaluate a new design. It may help a designer to understand the important components of the solution. How important component of the solution? Let's take an example. You have to build your house. Then what to do? You have to draw a map. आपको पहले क्या करना होगा? आपको पहले उसका मैप बनाना होगा. एंड मैप किस लिए बनाया जाता है? कि हमें हाउस के स्ट्रक्चर का पता चल जाए, राइट? तो हम क्या करते हैं? हम उसमें दोबारा अमेंडमेंट्स करते रहते हैं, चेंजिंग्स कर लाते रहते हैं और फिर उसको जब तक फाइनलाइज नहीं हो जाता तो तब तक कंस्ट्रक्शन स्टार्ट नहीं होती, राइट? सो दिस इज वाई प्रोटोटाइप इज इम्पोर्टेंट. इट इज नॉट अ फाइनल सोल्यूशन. द इनिशियल प्रोटोटाइप इज रिवाइज्ड एंड रिफाइंड रेपिटेडली until unless हमें क्या मिले, फाइनल प्रोडक्ट या फाइनल हमें रिजल्ट ना मिल जाए, राइट? लेट्स सी एन एग्जांपल ऑफ प्रोटोटाइप ऑफ अ फोन. These are the prototypes of mobiles. How users will interact with elements during the prototype process, right? And after this, what screens are required to communicate or design? Here are the prototype of screens. And next one is scrolling and sliding. Here is scrolling and sliding. And this is the prototype of about messages and pop-up box you can see and menus. हमें क्या करना होगा? अगर हम ये यूजर्स को पहले से दिखा देंगे और इनमें अगर हमने कोई चेंजिंग्स करनी है देन इट विल बी इजी फॉर डिजाइनर्स. सो स्टूडेंट्स, इट इज not necessary to follow all the steps. Maybe we have find our problem by one step. So these are 4 strategies: divide and conquer, guess, check, improve, act it out, prototype. So fourth step of problem solving solution is defining candidate solution. What does it mean by candidate solution? The word candidate means unplanned. Any solution that is unplanned, or you can say spontaneous. Let's look on an example. You are asked to find number of students in your school who played cricket. How you have to find? You can estimate by finding cricket player in your own class. After this, then you have to multiply it total number of classes in your school. This is one solution. And second one is, आप क्या कर सकते हो? You can visit in each class. You have to go in each class one by one and you have to take the number of students from their base. What you have to do? You can get data from your teachers. You can ask from your teacher. So there are 3 solutions of one problem we have seen here. For example, you have to move from point A to point B. So there are 3 solutions of this problem, right? So a candidate solution can help to save time. Candidate solution is not actual solution of the problem. This is not actual solution of problem. Let's look at an example. Your task is to find average height of your class fellow. Give a candid answer. हमें candid answer देना है. हमें यहाँ पे proper answer नहीं देना. कोई भी हम यानी कि unplanned तरीके से answer देंगे. And also the method to find the exact solution. So first point is mark the height on the tape. आप height को tape पे mark कर लोगे. Next solution is read the exact measurement from tape. Tape से उसको measure कर लिया. And third one is आपने क्या करना है? You have to record the height of every student. And fourth one is then calculate them to take the average height of all students of your class. And what's the second method? Second method is find the height of a student through some object of known height like a book or maybe scale. Means कोई भी object हो सकता है. यहाँ पे आप कोई भी object लेके और उससे students की height को measure कर सकते हो. Next one is suppose the height of book is 8 centimeter. आपने क्या करना है? Mark the height of book on a wall. Wall पे उसको mark कर देना है. One book, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time on a wall using boom several times, right? Third step is make a scale with intervals of 8 centimeter. Then आपने क्या करना है? You have to say students. Then by standing next to the wall, you can get a candidate solution to the student's height. So यहाँ हमने क्या देखा? 2 solutions देखे और वो भी candidate solutions थे एक problem के. Let's move on next step. Next and last step is selecting the best one. What is best solution? A best solution is that solution which has less number of steps, that is more effective, easy to implement, take less time. So if we have more than one solution of a problem, then select the best among them. इसकी हम एग्जांपल कैसे ले लेते हैं? जैसे आपको स्कूल से घर जाना है, घर से स्कूल जाना है, then what you have to do, आप वो पाथ सेलेक्ट करोगे जो शॉर्टेस्ट होगा, जिसमें कम टाइम लगेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू आर आस्क्ड टू सर्च अ पर्टिकुलर नेम ऑफ ऑल स्टूडेंट्स इन योर स्कूल. Particular name of all students in your school available on school's website. So what to do? You can follow different steps to find the solution of this problem. For example, you have to look at each name on website unless your list is over. Second step is you can copy all the names and put them in Excel sheet and apply a formula of searching or sorting. Third step is just press Ctrl F. आप कोई Ctrl F press करोगे and you can find particular name. Fourth step could be take the printout and search the required name. From these 4 steps, we have to select one step that will be the best one, right? So students, here problem solving steps are completed now, and here is the summary. We have learned 5 problem solving steps: defining a problem, understanding a problem, planning a solution, defining candidate solution, and selecting the best one. So a problem is defined problem when it meets all 5 conditions which I told you in my previous lecture. And if problem is undefined, then we have to follow these 3 steps to define a problem. After this, we have learned understanding the problem. That is second point of a problem solving step. And to understand a problem, we have to follow these 5 W's. What the problem is, why, where, who, and when. This is also covered in my previous lecture. And after this, we have learned that planning a solution, how to plan a solution. We have covered these 5 strategies of planning a solution. And after this, what is candidate solution? This is fourth step of problem solving. And last one is selecting the best one. Hope so students, you have clear understanding of these problem solving steps. If you have any query, then put it in comment box, or you can put me an email also. Okay, so take care. Allah Hafiz.